Poll after poll, survey after survey, it is an issue Arizona voters have said is important: immigration and border security.
Tonight, we're following up on our extensive coverage of the expiration of Title 42. Now, 1 year later, our Ford Hatchett and Garrett Archer are looking at what's changed and what hasn't.
The now expired Title 42 policy allowed the United States to turn away migrants at the border in the midst of a public health crisis. Now, a year later, we're taking a look back and previewing what could be ahead.
Last summer, we heard from a Valley church offering support to new migrants whose asylum claims were being reviewed.
Every week, every day.
And earlier this year, a border town rancher said dozens pour across the border on the edge of his property every day.
They don't want to get caught. And then the other group are migrants, men, women, children. They come through here and they walk down this road to try to be apprehended.
Since Title 42's expiration, all migrants are now processed under Title 8 code, which generally allows migrants more time to make asylum claims. With a look inside the numbers on border encounters under Title 42 and Title 8, here's Garrett Archer.
Between March 2020 and May 2023, a total of about 6 million migrant encounters were recorded by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. The number split almost down the middle. 3.1 million migrants, or about 51%, were processed under Title 8, typically asylum claims. 2.9 million were turned away at the border using the Title 42 authority. During its history, Title 42 expulsions represented more than half of all encounters in just 2021, when just over 1 million migrants were turned away, compared to 671,000 Title 8 inadmissibles. In 2022, the ratio was about half between them, and by 2023, when Title 42 ended, they were about 1 in 5. So, and of the migrants turned away by Title 42, almost 9 in 10 were single adults. About 11% were classified as family units. Title 8 inadmissibles, they were more evenly spread out. About half were single adults, 40% were families, and about 13% were unaccompanied minors. Ford?
And Garrett, the crossings at the border continue, both authorized and unauthorized.
It's a secret. Migrants are dying, and very few people know that.
Alvaro Enciso immigrated legally from Colombia in the 1960s and now lives in Tucson, traveling across southern Arizona, building and planting crosses where migrants have died trying to navigate the desert.
I have put over 1,600 crosses. I do, it's about 40,000 square miles. I have driven thousands of miles, hiked thousands of miles, and most of those crosses will never be seen by people.
The nonprofit Humane Borders partners with the Pima County Medical Examiner's Office to calculate migrant deaths, more than 100 since Title 42's expiration.
I needed to do this because that connects me to my own roots as a migrant. But it also connects me as a human being to people who are dying in my own backyard.
While the numbers ebb and flow, resources remain a talking point. You may remember Governor Hobbs signed an executive order in December to free up some National Guard help. I'm told active duty guardsmen continue to assist in Yuma, Cochise, Pinal, Maricopa, and Pima counties, where they provide mostly administrative, analytical, and logistical support. For my colleague Garrett Archer, I'm Ford Hatchett, ABC15 Arizona.
Thank you, Ford. State lawmakers could vote this week on a proposed ballot measure to make illegal immigration a state crime.
It would allow local law enforcement to make arrests. Our political team's Manuelita Beck is digging into how much this would actually cost Arizona taxpayers.
Illegally crossing the border is a federal offense. HCR 2060 would also make it a state crime. A nonpartisan research group here in Arizona saying it could cost taxpayers at least $185 million a year for enforcement.
Well, this is a preliminary and sort of a tentative estimate.
Arizona's proposal is based on a Texas law, so the Grand Canyon Institute looked at what Texas spends.
Texas has for a number of years been increasing its own state border enforcement efforts.
And Texas is getting ready to spend a lot more. Wells says that means $185 million for Arizona could actually be on the low end.
If this moves on and actually gets on the ballot, we'll actually look at it a lot deeper than what we did.
The Republican lawmakers behind the ballot measure have not said how much it will cost, but saying the price tag will be worth it.
Illegal immigration costs us a fortune in law enforcement, prison costs, health costs,
Critics say the plan is just like Arizona's SB 1070, known by many as the Show Me Your Papers law, which did allow local police to enforce federal immigration laws. But much of the 2010 law was eventually struck down by the U.S. Supreme Court. As for Wells, he said we should look at more than costs.
I think people like Senator Kavanaugh are not thinking about the role in which immigrants have in terms of the broader labor force.
We know the border is a top issue for many of you. State senators return Tuesday, and our crews will be at the Capitol as lawmakers could vote this week to send this to your November ballot. For ABC 15's political team, I'm Manuely Tebek.
ABC 15 is committed to keeping you updated on the latest happening at our border. To check out all of our coverage, including reports from our 48 Hours on the Border series, head to abc15.com/border.